restricted area. That's not true. Oh, here we go. No cameras, no cell phone video. Yeah.
Thank you.
This is the health department?
It's health and welfare, yes, general assistance.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
Just taking a look around the building, seeing how many cameras you guys have, and
Okay, if you notice.
yeah, I do notice that. This is a public building, so I'm not going to abide by that.
Okay.
Yeah. So. So here we go. Welfare department. Health. Yeah, HIPAA, right? Yeah, so I mean the onus of that information is on them, not me, to keep private. So cameras are allowed down there. The signs either need to come down or some sort, because they're deterring people from taking pictures and video, which they are legally allowed to do in this building. As long as they're not in a restricted area, we have a right to record.
That is a restricted area.
That's a lobby. Behind those doors where the office is.
Anybody applying has the right to confidentiality.
Yeah, they have to create that themselves in the public setting, though. And that's a public lobby is what I'm getting at. Do you understand what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
Up here's public areas.
It's a public lobby downstairs, is what I'm telling you. But I have a right to record down there, so I'm going to do that. And the signs need to come down, or I'm going to take them down.
I wouldn't advise taking.
I've done it before, and I'll do it again.
Call the chief and ask the chief to come over and assist this gentleman.
Yeah. I'll assist him in the law.
That's fine.
So,
That's fine.
yeah.
How you doing?
Could you?
Good. What's going on today?
Not much. Who are you?
I'm the police chief.
Okay. How you doing?
Good.
Your name, badge number?
Bill, 501.
Bill what?
Bonnie.
Bill Bonnie?
Yeah.
Do you have a business card?
I don't have a business card on me. If it's
You-
out in the car, I can get one for you.
Okay, yeah, after we're all set here.
Yeah.
And your
what's
name?
going on today?
I just want to get names and badge numbers
Yeah.
first. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're a major?
Yep.
Is that like a sergeant? Like, what's the rank on that? Just patrol or? Just curious.
The sergeants are like the shift supervisors.
Okay.
So obviously, you know what it is.
Oh, is that yours?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Obviously,
They're actually
I-
very
I
helpful.
assume you probably know what the chief is, right?
Well, yeah, obviously.
So he's the second in command.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you're like an assistant or?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's two majors.
I gotcha. Yeah, I don't.
So obviously you're here. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know where I'm going.
Oh.
Right down there.
Thank you.
Sure. So obviously you're here doing a First Amendment audit. No issue with that.
Yes and no. I mean, I have other business,
Okay.
but I do like to test the government and challenge, obviously.
Yeah, sure.
I don't like to be grouped into a category.
Okay.
I'm separate, I'm my own entity, you know what I mean? So I'm not a group of people that do the same,
Yeah.
that's how I just want to be treated
So
as an individual.
You know that just as part of that, you just can't interfere with regular government business and that sort of thing.
Am I being accused of that?
No, I'm just explaining.
Why would you do that? I've been doing this for 4 years. I don't need to be explained how to, my conduct.
I don't think I'm being rude to you.
No, I'm not saying you are. I just don't need to be
Was there an
reminded.
issue?
There's a slight issue.
Okay, what's the issue?
The issue I have anyway, and I brought it to their attention.
Okay.
And they're not really too familiar with the situation on how to handle it.
Okay.
And that's why they called you. And plus Billy, I guess, the town city manager and the mayor's not in, so I guess you're next in command, right?
Here I am.
So I went downstairs to the health department, welfare department.
Yep.
And down there are signs deterring people from taking pictures, video, so forth.
Okay.
I understand HIPAA more than most.
Yep.
Okay, I mean, I cannot violate that law. Only they could. The onus and the protections of that information, which I don't want anyway, is on them. The issue I have is those signs. Those signs are literally telling people that don't know, like myself, okay? I mean, I know that I could take pictures down there no matter what anybody says. The protection of that information, like I said, is on them, not me. And they like to try to turn that around like it's my fault.
I haven't seen the sign.
So there, we could take a walk down there. I told the lady, I said they need to come down. They're deterring people from exercising their rights, take pictures and video, and then it's a false narrative. And there's no law behind it. There's no statute behind it except for HIPAA, which is what they have to abide by, not us. So
interesting. Well, we need
for
to look at the sign.
for future issues. I'm trying to stop that,
Appreciate it.
right? And that's like saying I can't. And believe me, I've seen it before. In towns like in Vermont, I've been to, where they say, "Oh, you can't take pictures or video in here." Well, you can, and that sign needs to come down for other people who come in who actually want to take pictures or take video or do a documentary, or get some public record to record that. You know what I mean? So that's the issue I have down there. There's nobody down there as far as I know. You know, if there is information that people are pushing back and forth, that's an issue as well. You know, because they need to keep that private. So there's conferences room down there. There's, you know, they can walk in the back. They could take all their information down that way. They could write it down.
You're just saying that the waiting room is a public area.
The waiting room is 100% a public area, a public lobby, and anything beyond that is restricted. So if you want to take it to walk downstairs with me, take a look at those signs, and then make a determination from there. She told me that she doesn't advise me taking the signs down. I'll tell you right now, I've done it before, and I'll do it again.
Okay, well,
I
don't think that you should be making the decision. I will address that issue.
Yeah, I'm the authority figure here.
Well, actually, that's untrue. I am the authority figure here.
No.
And so
You have no authority over me, Chief.
Just listen.
You have no legal authority
Just
over me.
listen.
I will listen.
I am being very polite to you, and I'm agreeing with you, actually.
So you agree with that sign, huh?
And so,
So this is a restricted area? That's a restricted area, huh?
okay,
That's a restricted area?
that is not a
So
restricted
why
area.
is this sign saying it's a restricted area and no cameras or recording devices? That sign needs to come down. It's false. Take a look at the other signs outside, and I don't want to hit you with the door. Want to come in?
Okay. So
No cameras, no cell phone videos, client confidentiality, that's on them.
Okay.
That, this
This
sign.
is a restricted area.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
That's obviously in an area where nobody is allowed to be unless they're invited. And if I'm invited with the camera and then they tell me to stop, I would have to leave. I get the law, man. I'm not here to break the law. I'm just trying to enforce our rights
Right. Gotcha. Well, I can't get in there right now, but I will address that issue as well.
with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This issue was taken care of.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. You know what I mean? That's respect on both ends.
Yeah.
And like I said, if somebody else didn't do it, I was going to. And I'll take the repercussions later on. I've done it before.
You know, I mean, just from my perspective.
Yep.
Like, if you come in here and you're addressing an issue,
Mhm.
I get no problem hearing you. I get no problem taking care of it. I
Yep.
take care of the sign. Not a good idea for you to be taking our stuff down.
It's
You
not
shouldn't
your
be-
stuff.
You shouldn't be touching our
But
property.
you get,
right?
but the city
City
should not
property.
be deterring people, telling people false narratives, okay, about the law.
So you come in, you address an issue,
And I
you
did.
make a complaint to me, and then I handle it.
See,
right?
I didn't
That's the
come
best
in.
way to
I
do it.
didn't come in and just take the signs down right off the bat.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not what I do. You know, there's a process. Okay, and I try to work with that process as far as I could. And the extent of that process is now with you, and we're handling
I
it.
think, I get what you're saying, but I think what the point he's trying to make is, so you address the issue, right?
Mhm.
We said, no, we're not gonna take care of this.
Then I would've.
Because well, that's not the correct way to do it. right?
It is. It is, and
Well,
it.
the correct way to do it would be then for you to take it to the next level and maybe go to court over.
No. Yeah, after the arrest, if you want to arrest me for
as
destruction of
opposed-
property or malicious or.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're not, that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about escalating
You said court.
it, right?
You said court.
Well, no,
Right.
but we're not talking about escalating it. I'm just saying, you don't have to worry about it here, because I took care of it. I'm just saying it is not a good idea, in general, for you to go around and just take things down. That's not a good idea. That's not working together, right?
So is it a better idea for the city to put up these signs?
It's a better idea for you to come and address the
That's
issue
what I did.
if you find one.
That's what I
Right.
did.
And you did it, and you did a great job.
Yeah,
Right.
but I'm just telling you.
saying
We're just
that-
talking about not necessarily, because obviously, we're not saying you handled it wrong.
No,
But
I
you're
don't think I
saying
did.
if we didn't take it.
Then I would
then
take
you
it into my
would
own hands,
then you
100,000%,
would
and I would take
handle it
and I
wrong.
would take the arrest if necessary, take it to court, and I'll file a lawsuit.
Yeah.
And
I just
and
don't-
that's not my goal.
I just
Like
don't
this
think
is my
that's-
goal right
yeah,
here.
yeah, no, I'm just saying, I don't think that that's the best way
It's not.
to do it.
It's
I think
not.
the best way to do it is to work together.
But I think also that's why you took the sign down.
I took the sign down because it was the right thing to do.
Okay.
That's why.
And I appreciate that, and I respect that. I really do. Okay, I'm not one of those antagonistic, auditors.
No, you're being great.
I'm trying to be professional. Okay, I'm trying to be respectful, and I'll give you the same in return, right? And that's how things work. And I respect your professionalism, your respectfulness, and everything else. And I'll send you a request. And I'll send them a complaint about what we talked about.
Cool.
With the sign. So
Thanks,
all right?
dude.
Have a good one.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks as usual, guys, and please don't forget to follow the links in the description for the full original video, and also the Press NH Now channel, and get subscribed.